is in the way, Davey. Great Scott! I feel the need for speed. Cowabunga, dude! You're a wizard, Harry.
Welcome to the When Harry Met Movies podcast.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Harry Movie Podcast. I'm Dad.
Hi Harry, how are you?
Good. Yeah.
So, why don't you tell the listeners all about our show and what we do?
Basically,
or what I do and you just hang up, or...
I'm the star. And basically, Dad should be filmed from his childhood and review them.
Yeah, pretty much.
And this month is is it greatest movies or greatest hits?
Greatest movies. So, we've picked a category where I've gone through like some of the top lists and just picked 5 films that I think you'll enjoy. But there's things like The Godfather and like older films that I just don't think you'd fully enjoy.
My taste buds right now for films are like crazy.
So, yes, so we've gone with Shawshank Redemption. Oh, there's my phone. Need it for the air. So we always start the show by doing a 30-second challenge where we have to pick a category.
It gets that tough.
And name as many things as possible within that category in 30 seconds, and the other person can't repeat it. Harry said he was going to come up with categories, but he hasn't come up with any.
I came up with a question for the episode. I forgot to do that.
So we shall pick one at random.
Harry Potter characters, I don't know. Or...
This is comic book characters. Do you want me to do that? Because we've done that quite a bit.
Yeah, let's see if we get a new one.
Done comic book characters quite a bit. Let's see what this one is. Cinema snacks.
Yeah, that one we can do. We've not done that one yet, I don't think.
Okay.
Why don't you just name all the cinema snacks we can do?
So you go first.
Okay, do flavours count?
Okay.
I'm asking.
Drinks as well.
Yeah, so I'm asking, do flavours count?
Go.
Nachos, cheese, nacho, spicy, sweet popcorn, salted popcorn, caramel popcorn, M&M's, hot dogs, slushies, blue raspberry, cherry, it's M&M's,
Shut up.
peanut M&M's, ice cream, Coke. Can you get a beer?
Some, yeah. You got 15.
I think I got you beat.
Okay. Haribo, Maltesers, Revels, crispy M&Ms, fruit pastels, Starburst or Opal fruits, Pringles, sour cream Pringles, beef Pringles, salted vinegar Pringles, Fanta, 7-Up, Sprite, Coke Zero, Diet Coke, Pepsi Max, Tango, Apple Tango.
I got all these flavours. I only won.
18. I think I did very well there.
Yeah, you did. I got it. I will give that to you.
You gave me the let up of doing the flavours if you didn't do that. I was going to go on to pick a mix.
Oh,
types
God.
of ice cream.
Oh, we've got
That'd have been the only other way around it. I'm just getting it ready for a bit later on. So yes, as you've already explained, we're doing Shawshank Redemption, which is considered by many as the greatest film.
I'm sorry.
And one of us always recites the story of the plot of a film. How many lines are we doing? 2 for this, or 3?
2. I'm going for tails. I always forget it, I swear.
It's you.
Damn it! Shawshank Redemption about a prisoner. Is he accused of murder?
Oh, his wife.
Who gets put in... Okay, Shawshank Redemption about a prisoner who did not kill his wife and he has to escape over many years.
Doesn't have to escape.
Well, he wants to escape.
So, we need to do this straight away. If you haven't seen Shawshank Redemption,
Please.
stop, watch it and come back. Because we will... I don't think you can talk about this without...
Oh, but only if you're of the legal age, Dad. But
but I don't think you can talk about this without the twist.
Yeah. You just got to watch it.
So I'll just give you some film facts. It came out in 1994. It's a 15. It's 2 hours and 22 minutes long. It's world. So this will be very interesting for you. Worldwide, it's budget was 25 million.
That's not that much.
Its worldwide gross was 29, so it only just beat its budget. The top 5 films that year, which are big films: Lion King, Forrest Gump, True Lies, For Santa Claus, For Flintstones. This was number 51. It made its success and its popularity grew on VHS.
Do you know how much it made on VHS?
I don't know, but it became popular by word of mouth. So the first time that Morgan Freeman and I can't think of the guy's name now, but his characters Andy Dufresne and Red.
Yeah.
First time they meet in the yard where they're playing he's shooting hoops and he asks him to get him a rock hammer.
Yeah.
That first point they meet, it took them 9 hours to shoot that one scene.
What?
And
why?
Morgan Freeman was playing basketball the entire time. The next day he came in with his arm in a sling, but didn't complain a single time. Speaking of Morgan Freeman,
Love him.
when he read the script, he said to his agent, "I'll play any part. Just get me a part." So when they offered him Red, he was surprised because he basically said, "The film revolves around Red."
Yeah, which means this film, haven't we?
Red, Morgan Freeman narrates a lot of the film, and what they actually would do is he actually recorded the narrations first, and when they were doing the scene where it's being narrated, it would play in the background, so it gave the feel and the vibe of the scene, which is not something they usually do. Usually they'd put it over the top afterwards. So it's based on a Stephen King book. It's a very famous writer.
Yeah,
a horror writer.
I think I've heard of him.
And he sold the right to the Frank Darabont, who's the director and and screen adapter. He adapted it for the screen. He sold it in for £5,000, which isn't a lot for the rights to one of Stephen King's books. He did It. That's probably his most famous. Well, not you, Pennywise.
I have. It too.
And so he wrote him a cheque, and Stephen King never cashed the cheque, and he still got it, and he put it in a frame, and he gave it back to him.
Man, you
He considers it one of the best adaptations of his books.
True.
The very end scene was actually not meant to be where they meet on the beach. It was actually just read in the bus beforehand, and you never actually saw them meet. But they did like test screenings, and everyone said they needed to meet. You needed to see that resolution. And on that note, the very last word spoken in the film is hope, which is kind of the gist of the entire film.
Yeah, this film.
So we have what was called the pot of questions.
For the 2 films we watch, I don't think any of them will be below 4. For me, for you,
we'll get that to the end, won't we? Yeah. So we do a pot of questions where we pull out a random question and ask each other. I'm going to ask some that aren't in the pot, so you ask me first. Why do you think this is considered one of the greatest films?
I think because it's got a good story, and I think it's not over the top. You know what I mean? It's not got loads of location to film. It's in one place, but it expands on it more, like the prison. It shows loads of rooms in the prison, where's the cleaner's room and stuff like that, and you turn that into a library and all that.
I would consider this like a slow burner film. So you watch it and you're enjoying it, but as it gets to the end, you go, "Wow."
Do we watch this in the whole night? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah, that night.
The twist at the end and all that sort of stuff, it all just makes you think, "Oh, this is brilliant," and you realise how clever it is throughout.
What was the villain like? What's that one?
The warden's a villain, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think he's good because you're not meant to like him anyway.
Yeah.
And they set him up quite. So when he gets his comeuppance at the end, it's good.
So funny.
So like I said, it's considered one of the greatest films of all time. I always think there's a very big difference between greatest and favourite.
Yeah.
So, could you see yourself watching this again?
Yeah.
Would you watch it regularly or?
No. I would watch it after a while.
Okay.
Would you recommend it?
Yes. I think everyone should at least watch this once.
In their lifetime.
Who would you like to punch?
The warden. Should they make a sequel? They might be confident. No. I just have to.
One and done.
One and done.
Is there anything uncomfortable in the film?
Not really. Not what I think of.
The rape scenes are quite.
Is there rape scenes? Oh yeah, that underlines.
But I think you need that to understand.
What's also good is that's not really in your face; it's suggested.
Yeah, and also I think you need it because you need to understand the trauma he's going through in prison.
With those scenes, I didn't even notice until you told me, and then they do it in the cinema room. Is it? I think I can't remember.
Yeah.
Would my turn?
Yeah.
Would you pay to see this?
Yeah.
Did you watch this in cinema?
No.
Wow.
Well, bear in mind I'd have been 15. I'd have been your age. So I think about it. This wouldn't appeal to you as based on a trailer. Not
true.
Who's a film aimed at?
Not kids, adults, teens. Most iconic scene. I know the most iconic voice line, like voice.
Go on.
He ran for 5,000 yards. I've heard that reference to so many.
Yeah, there's that.
I don't know.
The most famous quote would be either "Get busy living" or "Get busy dying," or "Get busy dying, get busy living." He says it to him just before the reveal comes, and it's when he gets up, walks in. He says that, and then he goes into his cell, and that's when he's worried about he's going to kill himself.
Yeah.
Most iconic scene is the bit where he comes out of the water and he looks up like that and spreads his arm.
I think I've seen that.
That's like reenacted an awful lot and stuff. Okay, so kind of on that, but for you, your favourite scene?
Favourite scene. That's difficult. That is. I'm trying to think. I think when you've seen them start to build a library.
Okay. Funniest character? Oh no, sorry, you're asking me, sorry.
What character would be me?
Brooks. The old guy with a bird.
True, that would be me in like 50 years.
Funniest character?
I think Brooks. I think he has some good lines. God. Is he still alive, do you think, or actor?
Doubt it.
Does it hold up? I don't know why I'm asking that.
Yeah.
Are we asking all the questions?
This is an interesting one. Best music moment.
I don't know.
Would you not think the song where he put some music on?
Yeah, and he just sat there in the thing.
Right, you pick the one that's the last one.
Would you watch it again?
I have. So on that, what I would say is this is a film that why it's a great film. I don't watch it that often because it's almost like. So we'll just talk about film now anyway. But it's almost like you don't want it to tarnish it.
Yeah.
So you don't want to. It's like a bit like how I say to you, Hot Fuzz is one of my favourite comedies, and I don't watch it too often because I don't want to stop laughing at it because I know a joke's coming. It's the same with I don't want to stop feeling the joy you get at the end when you come out and like the warmth. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So talk about film for me, like what we
I think this film's a lot goes on, but I think it's good.
A lot. Yeah, I agree with you. A lot goes on, but nothing goes on at the same time.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
There's like loads of different like plot, like not like plot lines, because like there's the main.
There's
one.
layers to it, isn't
Yeah,
there?
there's the main one where he's trying like just him and his daily life in prison, and then there's the caretaker one. I forgot his name again.
Brooks.
How like and then how his character evolves eventually when he gets like out of prison and
Do you understand why he killed himself?
because he couldn't find anywhere to he couldn't be an old person in an out of prison.
So yeah, he'd been in there since he was from early 20s from what
He's
you can
like
go.
he said he's been there for like 50 years. I think.
Yeah. So, like for instance, he makes a comment that he saw an automobile once, and now they're everywhere. So that's like a huge change.
That's kind of bad thing about prison though, because like.
In it, they address it and they call it institutionalized. So he's so used to being told what to do, when to do, and how to do it, that going out into the world and having that freedom almost is the opposite. For it doesn't work for him.
No, he put like message and stuff and they killed him. So I was very upset about it because I really loved him.
You meant to. You had to point.
Yeah.
I think the guy who plays, I don't know his name off the top of my head, but I think he's a really good character to have in it because you just warm to him very quickly.
He's like the lovable man. I'm trying to think what else I really loved. That was him, like, that was always him building a library and stuff. Him harassing the government for books, which worked. He's like, because the world's like, that's not going to work.
So, as you're watching it for the first time, I obviously know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Honestly,
what do you think it's about?
I just thought it was about prison life because
obviously you don't.
I thought it was about prison or people figuring out what happened, who actually murdered his wife and kid. Is it his wife? Because his wife was cheating on him with someone.
His wife and her lover.
Yeah, and then obviously you find out who did. Right, yeah. Because like, they bring this new person in.
Tommy, his name is.
Yeah.
And he knows that somebody else did it.
And like he obviously the warden went, and then Brooks tells the warden, and I was like, I don't believe you, and then he takes.
No, it's not Brooks. It's like Red and the others.
Yeah.
Because Brooks is out of prison by then.
Yeah. And then I'm pretty sure like, the warden kills the person who told him, which corrupted, and he believes in Jesus. So.
Well, the whole thing is that he's so. Andy Dufresne is like really smart.
Yeah, he is.
So he basically uses his brain to keep himself. He works out that using his mind allows him to protect himself in prison by helping people that are going to make sure he doesn't get beaten up and attacked.
Yeah, he's sort of like a finance office and to basically evade tax.
No, basically what it is all the in America, I don't know if it still is, but at the time, you'd have to do. So when I get paid here, tax naturally automatically comes off my wages. In America, they have to submit it themselves, so they have to fill a lot of forms in. So he was doing that for him, and obviously finding ways for him to avoid paying tax on certain stuff. So therefore, it was kind of like, I'm helping you, so you help me.
Like he basically gained power for that, which is clever. And then the warden found out, and basically the warden was mistreating Andy. Locks him solitary for like 2 months, right?
Well, yeah, but before that, what the warden's doing is he's using the prisoners for labour and getting jobs and getting the money from the jobs.
Yeah.
And he's basically embezzling it. So some's going through the jail, but he's putting into a dodgy account, which then lines into the fact that
when he escapes.
So Andy Dufresne escapes, and when he escapes, he's put it all under a fake name, and you just think this is just some smart thing he's done, until you realise that no one's ever seen this guy, but he's got a birth certificate, a national insurance number, and Andy Dufresne's got all that information, so he can be him. And you realise that he's planned that the entire time.
Yeah, because like the first thing that's is from a lockpick.
A rock hammer, yeah.
And this is like really big foreshadowing it, where it's like you can't dig through the walls, right? Like, I'm just gonna carve rocks.
And originally he was.
And then he just like carved a name, and it cuts from that. What's really cool is he gets a picture of a girl and pubs it up, and things like, what's really funny is that because how old the prison is, the rocks obviously decayed and stuff, and I don't know what it's called.
He basically realises you can dig through a wall with a hammer.
And then when because obviously because he wants to get the money, doesn't he? He switches out papers, and he takes the Bible off him, and he switches the Bible, doesn't he? And what's so funny is
every night when he's with the warden, he puts all the documents in a safe, and it's like a black book, and he swaps it for his Bible because his Bible's black, and they look the same.
And what's funny is because they search cells, but they never search the books. So he's
got it in his hand, isn't he? That's the thing. He's reading it.
And what's funny is he's carved a perfect hole to fit his pit, and the warden just opens it up and just sees it, and then he kills himself, which is fine with me because he's a dick. What?
Language.
I forgot.
It's YouTube. Don't roll your eyes at me.
I forgot YouTube doesn't see me as an adult yet. Not yet, at least.
But also, it's for kids, so you can swear.
Wow.
Yes. There's also the scene where you first see that cleverness in him when he's on the rooftop and they're tarring the roof to make it go to whoever, and he hears that the guard, Captain Hadley,
I don't like him.
is got an inheritance coming.
Ooh.
And he thinks he's going to lose a lot of it to the taxman, and because he knows he's a banker and he knows how to bend the rules, he asks him, "Do you trust your wife?" And the guy like grips him and is hanging him off the roof, and he says, "Well," and he's about to like throw him off basically, and he goes, "Well, if you trust your wife, you can. There's no reason you'll lose any of that money," and therefore he helps him.
Yeah, so
and once he helps him, that's like the first step.
He tells people.
And he starts helping everybody.
She's just a really clever way to get money. To actually get like power in prison. Because like he becomes friends with Red. What I love is when Red like, where is he? Because the one with Red in his prison, his cell, and he's just throwing rock and he throws it in a post and he just opens it and just realises like the massive hole digging through. He's like, you would think they would then just take down the post as just a trick.
Well, there's no reason to, is there? They wouldn't assume anything's behind it.
I think not.
And also he's semi-protected anyway, isn't he? Because they kind of let him get away with stuff because he's helping them. That's the whole point throughout the entire thing.
Are you digging through the wall? No. Oh, I'll leave you alone.
Is that he's getting away with it because he's helping them throughout the entire time. I also like how very early on they're doing this thing where they're betting about which one's going to cry first.
Yeah.
And Red actually bets against Andy Dufresne because he thinks he's going to cry. But when he actually meets him and speaks to him, the voiceover then says that from that moment he knew he was going to like Andy Dufresne and they become friends.
Like I think because like one of them like is chubby kid, that's what they call him. Like, have you got a name?
Can't remember what they call him.
And like obviously so I was crying and
Pork chop or something like that they call him.
And then they start beating him up proper.
Yeah, the guard does.
The guards are kind of corrupt in this place, aren't they?
Yeah,
like
that's fair.
Like then he starts building a bigger library and stuff. He locks the door and he plays starts playing music through the whole place.
You need to step back and explain what you're on about.
I just think I'm trying to put it because basically Andy gets what do they put they like wash dishes, don't they? Like wash clothes.
Yeah, he's in the laundry, yeah.
And then he gets promoted to the care. Is it the janitor? Would you say? The old man.
The librarian.
Yeah. Because he's always like doing different jobs. That's all. I get confused what he's actually doing.
He's just giving out books.
And then he helps him. He uses find letters to the government, but the warden's like, no, they're not going to answer. And he does it. How long did they say he does it for? He does it for like.
Does it for years.
Every letter for like 2 years, and eventually the government just gives him loads of books and records and stuff.
And when he writes 2 letters a week.
They get money or something.
But it's like I say, I think it'd be interesting. This one of those films where you'd love to watch it with without no memory of it.
I'll just forget it.
Because to see the build up and like it's got, like you say, it's got a massive twist at the end. So the entire film, which is why I asked you a question, what did you think the film was about?
Yeah.
Because automatically you assume it's a prison film. He's going to escape or he's going to get found innocent. I mean, when he's not trying to, you don't see him trying to escape. I mean, you don't. Suddenly, the person that can help him dies. You think, well, so what's the film about? And literally, that's the big turn. Because he then, the second he comes out of solitary, he's leaving. He's getting out.
Isn't that like a limit how long you keep people solitary? There has to be.
There will be, but not then. They would just got away
You'll
with
be
it.
staying 2 years in solitary.
The question is how many people would check. And they just go, well, he was doing this and this, and that's why he needs to be in it.
He was shooting people.
So, do you want to rate this film? So for our listeners,
People are going to hate me.
5 is a perfect example of the film, of a genre. 4 is an excellent film. 3 is a recommendation. 2, maybe it's on TV or something, give it a watch. 1 is an avoid.
Oh god, I'm going to give it a 4.8. I think it's perfect. I think it's really hard to rewatch this film.
That doesn't mean it's not perfect.
Yeah, but in my opinion,
I'm just saying that.
yeah. Now let's see what you rated it.
I'm giving it a 5.
Oh yeah.
Do you want my letterbox review?
Yeah. Letterbox time.
Sorry, it just takes a second to load up. Profile. Actor reviews. 5-star. One of his films that sort of burns slowly on you. Incredible acting performances without them being over the top. Great storytelling and beautifully shot. The ending has almost become as iconic as the film's reputation. Whilst it is undoubtedly one of the greatest films ever, it's one that you can't overindulge in case it diminishes its quality. 5 stars. Which still gives it a 4.9, which is incredibly high still.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see which one of these greatest films you rate highest.
So what's your fun type, Dad? Watching a whole film.
So, that's Shawshank Redemption is 4.9. So, our next step is we always do a quiz. So, this is where Harry at the moment is getting Harry Potter questions and I'm getting random film questions. So, I shall ask you first. The Great Hall of Hogwarts has how many long tables running down its length?
4.
You doing that because of the houses?
Yeah, and in for Silence of the Lambs, what was Dr. Hannibal Lecter's profession?
Psychiatrist.
Yeah.
What does Mrs. Weasley send to Ron after he crashes
Howler.
the flying car?
Howler. Ronald Weasley.
Go on.
In that name.
In Wayne's World, Wayne and Garth would make a special noise when they saw a hot girl. What was that noise? Swing!
Yeah. Never seen it.
What is the difference? What is different about the portrait Professor Lockhart has of himself hanging in his classroom?
Can I have a hint?
He's doing something in the painting.
Flexing? What then?
It's a portrait of himself painting a portrait of himself.
Oh, that's actually really... Where is the opening scene of Love Action Shot?
An airport?
Yeah, I didn't know you would get that.
Which position on the Slytherin Quidditch team does Draco Malfoy play?
Sneak. No. Is it Sneaker? Snitch? Is it Sneaker? Is it... What is it then?
It's not sneaker.
Is it not?
It's a similar word, but it's not that word.
It's whatever it's Seeker.
Seeker, you said sneaker. Sneaker's a shoe.
Gone in 6 seconds. Maybe. I can't.
Memphis Rain.
Yeah. Oh, had a strange obsession with what car?
Ford Mustang GT 500 or something.
I don't know what that says.
1966 Shelby Mustang GT 500. Are you giving it me?
That'll be nice.
It's called Eleanor. So, 4-all?
I guess so. Because you gave me a hint, I'll be nice to you today.
So we also finish on a little just a thing where we try and test each other and try and...
I'm bad at this.
I think we do something different with this.
Oh.
So we have to
No.
we have to try and describe characters to the other person. These are all animated. Usually we say we can't use their name or we can't name a film we're in. I think what we have to do is an impression.
No! I'm so...
Okay, and we've got a minute to do as many as possible.
I don't know. You trying to make me fail?
I just think it'll be funny.
It won't be funny. Because I won't be able to do any impressions. I'm not you. I'm using this to line them up. Can I say quotes then? Is that the impression for me? I can probably in quotes, but I don't have these.
All quotes.
Okay,
But you can't describe them. It's got to be over. Okay?
Okay, because I'm not really good with I don't know how these people sound.
Ready?
Okay.
Go.
A Hannah Mint family. A Hannah...
A Stitch. I'm going to be rubbish at it.
No, you're good though. What's up, Doc?
Bugs Bunny.
Yeah. I don't. We don't talk.
You can't do that. Chuck it.
Can we not?
It's not an impression, is it?
No, quote is. No, I can't think of a quote. This is going to be the worst one I've done. Oh God.
Seriously?
To Infinity and Beyond.
Buzz Lightyear.
This might be the worst one.
Because you're not even trying.
Yeah, I'm trying to make a quote. I can't do impressions. You like? I can't.
How many have you done?
4 maybe. It's because I can't do impressions. That's the problem. And also I can't think of quotes. A lot of them. This is not fun. You hear Dad's voice acting skills.
Probably not. I'm not very good at them either.
Oh, you changed it.
I know, but it just before it'd be fun. And you just put them all to one side.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of quotes. I can't do voices.
Evie.
Wally. That's a jump pad. Eva.
Can't think of anything to say.
You should
I can't think of something to say to do with voice.
You should give yourself a longer than that.
Get out of my ass swamp.
Shrek. Shrek.
I can't think of anything they say, even though it's a really easy one to do.
Right.
Rootin' tootin'.
Mia.
Rootin' tootin' cowboy.
Jesse. Oh yeah, yeah. That's a voice.
It's more finding something like they say.
That's what I mean. That's what I was trying to think.
How may I be of service?
Baymax.
Everything the light touches.
Mufasa. Hey, you got one more than me.
I got 5.
Okay, you got 2 more than me.
Do you know what it was? So I had like
He was trying to think of something they said.
Olaf. I
Yeah.
couldn't think of anything he said.
It's summer.
Gru. Mickey Mouse.
Tonight we still mean. Oh.
Nemo. Yeah, I could have done a laugh. I didn't think of that. Nemo.
What happened? Wow.
You need to think of a new category for us for next time.
Okay.
So you've got a week to think of one.
Off thing for the 30-second quiz.
For both.
All this.
Yes. I'll then supply the things, but you need to think of a category.
Okay, I can.
Okay.
Can I do that? Yeah, I can do that.
Usually it's a bit better the end thing, but that was I threw that on him on the last minute.
So if you ever want Dad to do some voices for you, please call him or email him at hi.
So this will be our first episode of the new year, so thank you for sticking with us.
Happy New Year.
And
Very good.
hope you enjoy our show. Like and subscribe wherever you follow or listen, and follow us anywhere at When Harry Met Movies. Thanks a lot.
Bye, Scott. Bye.